everyone. Hello. Look how smooth the intro is tonight. It's pretty good. And no, it's not a new computer. The stars have aligned for some reason. It's working. Nice to see you all. Give some shout outs in a second, but yeah, already 29 viewers for the intro. That's great. Fantastic. 30 viewers. Hello, everyone. Start indeed. Yes, let's get started. Super exciting tonight. Exciting topic. Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to tonight's live stream. You are with Tesla Tom. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all indeed. So good, so good. Let's give a few shout outs. Going to give a shout out to some of my members. There's Scott. Hello, Scott. Nice to see you as always. Scott is a member, as is Greg. G'day, Greg. Nice to see you there in the chat. And Riz. Hello, Riz. And yeah, we'll go through some membership options in a second. But yeah, nice to see you all in the chat there. So good. And special shout out to Vita, of course. Always nice to have Vita joining us. And it's good to have him tonight because we are talking configurator update for Tesla Model 3 in Australia. And Vita is definitely someone we want on board to come and chat about the configurator update. Hope you all had a nice Sunday in Australia. Possibly a Saturday night, maybe elsewhere in the world. Probably Sunday by now. But yeah, good to see you all. 35 viewers already, only 4 minutes in. So nice to see you all. Oh, Vita's from Bribey Island. Ah, nice part of the world there, Vita. Nice. Hello, hello. Oh, Peter. Hey, Peter. Nice to see you. Another 50 Uber riders this weekend, showing them the Model 3. Good on you, Peter. Peter's an Uber rider in Sydney. Uber driver in Sydney, and does his best to show the Tesla Model 3. Yeah. Well, let's do a few hello and housekeeping things to start with. Let's say a big welcome to everyone. Hello, everyone. If you just joined us live, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday night. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us. You're here with me, Tesla Tom, chatting Model 3. So nice of you to do that. And if you're watching live, tell me where are you watching from, and tell me tonight's question, is 614 kilometers enough range for you if you are thinking of buying a Tesla Model 3? And have we got some exciting things to talk about for Model 3 configurator tonight? Yeah, tell me, is 614 kilometers enough range for you? If you're watching on the replay, then hello as well, and make sure you leave a comment as well in the comment section after this video, and tell me whether 614 kilometers is enough range for you indeed. And think about possibly supporting Tesla Tom, Ludicrous Feed, my YouTube channel. You can do that a few ways. Tonight on the chat, if you're watching live, you can purchase a super chat, comment, or message. You can also think about buying a channel membership or purchasing a channel membership. We've got a few options. We'll go through that in 1 second. You can also do PayPal anonymously at Tesla Tom. And I'll also leave the PayPal link as well in the live chat here. Here we go. That's the PayPal link, and also crypto links as well in the video description as well. So before we get into it, I just want to go through my channel membership plans here, and we've got some members already. There's Scott, one of our members, saying like, comment, subscribe, do it all, and join the club. Absolutely, thank you, Scott, one of our most supportive members there. Thank you very much. And Riz is shocked. I can see Riz is my shocked emoji there. 614 kilometers. Yeah, that would be so awesome, right? Absolutely. Yeah, thanks, Riz, for that. I just want to show you guys quickly before we get into it. Let me just share the screen here. So this is just my membership options here. If you are interested in joining and becoming a Tesla Tom member, that's my website. So we've got 3 options here. Standard range, long range, and performance. Standard range is $3.99 a month. Long range is $6.99 a month. These are all in Australian dollars. And performance is $9.99 a month. And all members get the use of loyalty badges and exclusive emojis, as you might have seen in the chat tonight. Some of our members are already using the emojis, so thank you guys and girls for doing that. And shout outs doing live streams, as you've seen as well. And long range members also get priority replies during live streams And performance members also get exclusive member-only polls from time to time, as well as all the other goodies from standard range and long range as well. So there you go, guys. That's the channel membership options for those of you who want to join there. Well, let's get a few comments now from people. We've got Michael as well. Michael Fink. Hi, Michael. Nice to see you there. Yes, 614 kilometers is great. Will be good to get this on Cybertruck because range will halve when towing anything decent. Yeah, that's very true, actually. Towing does reduce the range. Epic Matt from Queensland, Gold Coast, and the range is good enough for most people. Yeah, 614, I think, certainly will broaden that bell curve that most people will appreciate. 614 kilometers. Peter Cook, Uber driver, will let me do an entire 12-hour stint of Uber, daily maximum hours allowed, without a recharge. That's great. However, on my 15-amp GPO, it would take a further 36-ish hours to charge. Yes, I guess that is the trade-off. It'll take longer to charge, I guess. Greg Wilson, seems there is a lot of hurt over the reduced 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. We'll get through to that in a second on the configurator website. But I think that the majority of non-EV owners would prefer extra distance over losing 0.5 seconds. Yeah, I think a lot of EV owners would as well. We certainly don't really push the acceleration every day. Not to that limit anyway, but the extra range would certainly be more useful. Hello, Cindy. Cindy says, from the Gold Coast, yes, 614 kilometers is great. Absolutely. Sacha from France. Hey, Sacha, nice to see you. Sunday morning in France. Excellent. Jeff says, hi from Victoria. 614 is a nice number, even if it is only 450 real-world range. Well, I don't know. 614 is the WLTP number, so I think it's probably higher than that, I would think. We'll get to that in a second. Yes, Sammy from New Zealand. Demand is real. New Zealand, the Model 3 went from 3 to 9 weeks to 8 to 12 weeks. Yes, I believe, if Vita can fill us in tonight, the delivery times will be blowing out to next year at this stage. Greg says, look, petrol price in New Zealand, it is almost $3, no-brainer for EV. Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, I agree. Riz says majority of owners would rather have the range over acceleration times. Yeah. Scott says 614 kilometers would be a dream come true. To be fair, I survive with 230 kilometers in the ZS EV. These made in China Model 3s just get better and better. Cattle indeed. Indeed. Riz, I'm still happy with my 5.6 seconds SR Plus I picked up last month. Actually, I think the SR Plus name has been dropped, as you'll see in a second when I get to the configurator page. The base Model 3 is just base, like Model 3 now, as you'll see in a second. With SR Plus, 0 to 100 has jumped to 6.1. The thrill might not be there. Well, I guess we'll have to review whenever someone gets a SR Plus soon. I think it's on the ships coming to Australia. We'll have to see whether the thrill might be there still. We'll see. Vita says 614 is beyond my bladder range. I'd have to agree, Vita. Yeah, definitely beyond my bladder range too. For sure. For sure, yep. Yeah, Riz says waited 2 days to pick it up. Yeah, congratulations, Riz. Well done picking up your new car there. Fantastic. Oh, Feifei says I would prefer to keep the 0.5 seconds. We'll get some more opinions on that tonight, for sure. For sure. Yep. So, yep, Riz says a $5,000 US dollar price increase in just over a month on the Model 3. Yeah, there has been a price increase over there. Not so much here yet. We'll see what happens, eh? We'll see what happens. Yeah, Scott says absolutely very few will get you off the lights. Yeah, very few cars and vehicles in general will beat you with the lights. Yes, 614 would be great. Let's hope they have it in my long range due to be delivered 15 December. Did see WA in transit existing stock at 618 on the web, so hopefully mine will be the bigger battery. Yeah, I think anyone getting a car in November will be benefiting from this new increased battery size. Yeah, definitely. All right, just want to quickly say hello to everyone who's just joined. I see the number of viewers has doubled, almost 64 viewers. Thank you guys and girls for watching. If you are watching live tonight, I would like you to say hello on the chat there. Tell me where you are watching from and tell me whether 614 kilometers of range is enough for you. That's what we're talking about tonight, that the long range Model 3 has increased to that much range, 614 kilometers. And think about supporting us as well via Super Chat. Your comments and stickers last a bit longer on the screen there on the chat section. As we know, as the night goes on, the chat just goes bananas. As you guys are awesome. You guys leave so many comments and questions and things, so I appreciate that. Also think about maybe a channel membership plan for you as well. We've got some plans. Look at the website, ludicrousfeed.com. There's a join button you can see on the video there, so there's more information for you to have a look at. PayPal at Tesla Tom as well. You can also click on the PayPal link. There you go. If you want to donate anonymously, support the channel that way. That's great. And also crypto. We've got some crypto links as well, or crypto codes in the video description. Yeah. We've got Irene. Hi, Irene. Hi, Tom. Really enjoy your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Irene. That's very kind of you. Sasha says, in France, no price increase. They will lose the government's €6,000 help and all the delivery now in the next week with 60 kilowatt hour batteries, but still with the powerful engine, apparently. Let's see indeed. Az Blair. I think Az might be a new member there, possibly. Hi, Az. I don't think I've seen your name before in the channel, unless you've changed your name. Good evening, all. 614 kilometers sounds lovely here in Brisbane. Thank you, Az. Unless you were another name there. Thanks for joining us. Scott says, yes, extra range would certainly help with towing. Full cargo and long range winter trips. Absolutely, yeah, that extra range, particularly when it's cold, for sure. Greg says, I think with the new range, you would have to think very hard to buy a second-hand Model S when you can get a Model 3 for mid-60s, 60 kilometers, sorry, $60,000 brand new and less mechanical complexities. Yep, that's a very good point there. Okay, well, let's get the Model 3 configurator screen up. This will be very interesting. I can't wait to share this with you guys. Let's have a look. Model 3 Australia. Here we go. So there is the Tesla Model 3 Australia screen. So the splash page straight away says, assuming this is performance, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.3 seconds. Yeah, real world, WLTP range 614 kilometers, like we said tonight. And all-wheel drive dual motor. So I wonder whether this is a combination, actually, of performance and long range. I don't think performance range is that high. We'll see in a second. They might have just done a hybrid splash there. Let's order now. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Excuse me. All right, here we go. So I'll just say New South Wales because that's where I am currently. So let's have a look. So Model 3. So estimated delivery. First of all, let's go up here. So electric vehicle incentives are now available on eligible Model 3 in ACT, New South Wales, Victoria, and Tasmania. So they are the states currently with incentives. I thought South Australia was a state in that category as well, but I could be wrong. I thought they'd passed their legislation. Maybe not enacted yet, but there you go. There's the 4 states that on territory ACT that Tesla will give rebates on via the government rebates. So Model 3 estimated delivery 8 to 12 weeks. So we are now in sort of mid-November. So what are we talking, like 3 months time potentially? We're looking at February, January, February for deliveries of Model 3 at this stage. So Model 3 is now 491 kilometers WLTP. And from memory, and also looking at this article written by Bridie Schmidt from The Driven, shout out to Bridie if she's watching tonight or watching on replay. Yes, she does write fantastic articles on Tesla and EVs in general. So just referencing her article here, it's gone up by 10%, that 491 kilometers from the previous 448 kilometers for the SR Plus variant. Yeah, so I mean now the quote unquote SR is now just called Model 3, as you can see here. So they just called the base Model 3 rear-wheel drive just Model 3 with a MSRP pre-on roads of $59,900. Yep, that's true. And Vita says that all AU, NZ, Australia, New Zealand builds in Q4 will have larger batteries. Yeah, and Vita, just correct me if I'm wrong. 62 kilowatt hours for SR. And long-range performance is going to be 82. LFP or lithium iron phosphate for Model 3 base. And good old NCM for LG Chem NCM for long-range performance. So for the rear-wheel drive Model 3, you can charge to 100%. These guys, it's still 80% charge. Just correct me if I'm wrong, guys. That's my understanding. Yeah, so let's keep going. So that's and the top speed of 225 kilometers an hour, as we've said tonight in the chat. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 6.1 seconds. So it's I think it was 5.6 seconds prior to this change. So it has dropped in speed by 0.5 of a second, if that's your thing. All right, let's have a look at the range calculations for long range. So there we go. So WLTP long range, 614 kilometers, top speed 233 kilometers an hour, and acceleration 0 to 100 in 4.4 seconds. I believe that has not changed. So that remains the same. The range has gone up as well. Someone tell me how they've managed to increase the range. Have they added more cells? I guess so. Bigger battery, right? From 76, 75 to 82. So they've added more cells for sure. Increased kilowatt hours. And performance, let's have a look. Performance is 567. I can't remember whether that was the same or not. It looks about the same, potentially. But surely it must be more because the battery size is bigger, right? It's gone to 82 now. Top speed 261. I think that's the same. And acceleration is 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. Yep. Sammy has a quick question here. Sammy Sue is asking, would that be just software limiting the 0 to 100 in 6.1 seconds? Yeah, good question. I mean, you've got a bigger battery pack there now, don't you, in the SR or the Model 3 base? Would that be software limited? And you think if it's a bigger battery, why has performance and long range not decreased their top speed or top acceleration? Interesting question there. Riz, quick question from Riz. At 350 kilowatt charges, what sort of charge rates have people got? Yeah, good question. So I think, I believe that 350 kilowatt charges for Teslas, because we've got a 350 or 400 volt architecture, the top charging rate won't go past 200 kilowatts, or at least I haven't seen anything past 200 kilowatts at a 350 kilowatt charger. I just bring the Ionic 5 on the weekend to a ChargeFox charger. We got 224 kilowatts because of the 800 volt architecture. So that was quite impressive. And I must say the charging rate is very good. Anyway, we'll talk about Ionic 5 another day on another video. But tonight we'll talk about Model 3. And yeah, Greg says 491 WLTP would be around 450 kilometers-ish real world. That's very true. So I normally minus about 10 to 20%. 10 to 15% WLTP to get EPA or real world range. Hi Kevin from Florida, nice to see you again. Waiting on Biker Sydney, waiting on long range Model 3, ordered a few weeks ago in Chatswood, due to arrive in November. Hopefully it arrives early. Just saw my BMW M2 today. Yeah, I think they're coming soon. Biker. Hopefully Vita can indulge us on that. And Scott agrees. Made in China, LFP with cattle cells. Yep. Indeed. So Vita has confirmed what I was saying. Battery size is 62.28 kilowatt hours SR in total. Probably 60 kilowatt usable. LRP 82.8 total. Unsure exactly how usable. Yeah, probably a little bit less than that, I guess. Steve Mel, can we use Sentry Mode Cam live on app now? Not yet, unfortunately. I had a software update today to get to 2021.36.5.6. Unfortunately, still no live Sentry Mode, sorry. Yeah, Scott was saying, in answer to Sammy's question about whether the speed is limited because of the extra weight of the bigger battery. Yes, I kind of was thinking that, but how come long range performance has not decreased in acceleration? With regards to the acceleration, Nick says, I'd rather have faster acceleration than longer range. I hope that doesn't apply to 2021 cars delivered before this update, via software update or something. I think what you see is what you get, Nick and everyone else. So this, I'll just put the base one on. This is what you're going to get come November, I believe. So yeah, again, correct me if I'm wrong. That's what my understanding is. This is the car you'll be getting, the SR Plus Model 3 base car, when they arrive on the ship in Australia. Michael thinks best was 194 kilowatts. I think that was my best too. Greg says, if the stars align, it's only 55% then tapers off. I think so. I'll have to check my charging curves again. Yeah, Riz says, yeah, a whole bunch of emojis there. Another benefit of membership, guys. You get to use my emojis. Got 183 kilowatts today on performance at 19%. Yep, that sounds about right. About right. Haven't seen any recent 190s. I don't know. I don't know why. Oh, okay. So Nick was referring to the car that he's already got. Okay, so yes, you're right. If you've already got the car, it won't change. You will definitely keep the acceleration. That's true. Yep. Frank Fong, quick question with destination charges. Are they all usable by the public? Or do you have to be staying at the resort, motel, hotel, etc.? Yeah, good question. So I would think at the supermarket, they are pretty much good to go. You can use them. Anyone can use them. At private enterprises like resort, motel, hotel, the etiquette would be to use them if you're staying there. That's generally the etiquette. So I probably wouldn't use a hotel one if I wasn't staying there. I would just rock up and use it. Or if I was really desperate, I'd ask the proprietor if they wouldn't mind, just if I could just top up a little bit. So Vita says there was a ship unloaded yesterday, and long range will be here in a few weeks. None of the first ship which unloaded yesterday. Simon ordered mine in November 3rd, 2 days before announcement, but Tesla rep told me today that all cars produced October 1 include bigger battery. Yep, correct. Model 2, any gossip? Anyone have any gossip? I've not seen anything recently. Peter Cook, good question here. If the SR Plus base car is 6 seconds 0 to 100, it'll be legal for a New South Wales P-plater, right? Someone look that up. What's the power requirements for a P-plater in New South Wales? Good question there. Snows, does anyone in does anyone know normal time from build to arrive in Australia? Well, you can see on the screen here, delivery time is 8 to 12 weeks now, so we're looking at probably February if you put an order in now. Yep, 0G will current Q4 SR Plus orders get 60 kilowatt hour battery plus 5.6, 0 to 100. If you order now, then again, this is a good question actually. I mean, if you order this now, the car you get, I mean, you would think you're getting this car because that's what it says. But then again, the guys and girls who ordered it, like, say, 6 to 12 weeks ago, whatever the delivery time was when they ordered, they were expecting a car with less range but more acceleration, well, quicker acceleration. So now they're getting this increased range with a slower car. So yeah, interesting. You only kind of get the car that you don't know what your car you're getting until like it arrives, basically. Interesting, isn't it? That is actually a good question. Sacha says on the long range on the Ionity chargers in Europe, we get 250 kilowatts like on SUC version 3. Okay. Interesting. That's good. Do I need to buy anything to charge my Model 3 at a 350 kilowatt CCS2 charger, or do they have the cables attached like superchargers do? Yeah, you don't have to buy anything new. You just plug in because it's CCS2 compatible. Good question. I agree with Greg here. It won't be called Model 2. I don't think so. I think it's generally accepted it'll be called something else. Oh, Michael Fink is in regards to a like a hotel or something. I was desperate and asked to use charger at Sea Lake Motel. They wanted to charge me a night stay. Wow. Are you serious? $160. Wow. Yeah, I won't be using that one. That's steep for a charge. Yeah, build time fluctuates based on what time of the quarter it is. Yep, very true. Very true. According to Tesla, Vita says, the SR Plus arriving this quarter are unicorns. They have the old faster acceleration. Quarter one gets new, slower acceleration. Right. Understood. Right, so they've got the range, 491 kilometers, as you can see there, but they will have the old faster acceleration. Thank you for clarifying that. That's what I was wondering. There you go. So, wow, that's, yeah. There you go, guys. Faster car, but more range. That is a unicorn car. Great pick up there, Vita. Thank you. Oh, we've got Model 2 gossip. Well, I don't know what else to call it. I mean, I know Model 2 is not what they're going to call it, but let's just for tonight call it Model 2. Model 2 gossip by Riz. Apparently, there are some reports in Chinese media publications around an agreement between Tesla and BYD on battery. Nice. Very good. Yep, Vita says different motors. Yep. Thank you everyone for clarifying that. Thank you. Samuel, the rebate's still on for New South Wales. I believe so. I think you claim them afterward. After you purchase and pay, you get it back. Yep, Epic Matt, good question here. Any thoughts on the SR Plus to Model 3? Yeah, so if you can see there, I'll just make myself a little bit smaller so you can see. So yeah, so Model 3 is now, just like the base car is now called Model 3. No longer called SR Plus. I believe that's across the board around the world, not just us. No longer called Standard Range Plus, it's just the rear-wheel drive Model 3. 59,900 with the increased range, 491 kilometers. If you order now, it's a slower car, 6.1, but if you're getting your car in November this quarter, it's 5.6. We just had that clarified tonight. Thank you for that, guys and girls. Thank you. Yep, so Scott's got the link there. Thank you very much for the rebate. Scanning through comments, guys. Thank you for these comments. They're fantastic. Yeah, Sivas is waiting for my SR Plus Model 3. Ordered recently, due delivery mid-November. They said I would get the new battery, but with current software, which is old acceleration rate, but after software upgrade. Yeah, see, that's a good question. Yeah, once you get the update software update, will you get a slower car? Is it still software limited? Great question. I don't know, actually. Someone will have to report back to me via email when you take delivery of this car. Good question. Pretty sure someone tweeted Elon, Greg says, saying standard range was not really appealing, and he agreed. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have more range, but I mean, look, 491 kilometers, right? Minus, say, 20% for say, real world, back to like EPA levels. You're looking at 445, 450 still, so it's still pretty good. Frank says, I noticed on a recent YouTube video from UK that they had an option to pay 1,500 quid for the Model 3 long range to increase its 0 to 100 to 3.7 seconds with an over-the-air update. I think that's also available here. There is a speed update, I think. Sasha's saying, slower car needs to be tested, actually. 6.1 seconds will apparently just be firmware derated, so we'll see in real. Good question. Peter Cook says standard range is plenty, but calling it standard range is unappealing. Yeah, we don't want standard. What do you guys think of the name change there? I think it needs to be something else. Some sort of delineator from these guys. I suppose it doesn't have this bit here, but I suppose you can just call it Model 3 rear-wheel drive, right? I suppose. 133 viewers. Guys, thank you very much. And girls, if you just joined us, we are talking Model 3 configurator, as you can see. And also the changes to the range, as you can see there, 491 kilometers WLTP, but 6.1 seconds acceleration for the base Model 3, which is no longer called Standard Range Plus rear-wheel drive. It's just called Model 3 base, and also Model 3 long range is now 614 kilometers. So if you've just joined us, tell us where you're watching from, and also whether the 614 kilometer range is enough for you. Let me know in the comments in the live chat there, and also on replay if you're watching. That's what we're asking tonight. Yes, so Greg, yes, I was going to mention this too. Thank you, Greg. US now has free white and metallic silver midnight paint, but the price has risen $1,000 for all models. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? The fact that MSM is now free as well. Would you pick MSM or silver? Just call it silver. Midnight silver over white. Now that, well, in the US, if you had this choice, whether you'd pick that. Yes, and Greg says, speed boost is $3,000 here. Yep, via the in-app. I thought so too. Thank you, Greg. I thought so. Scott says, our family is waiting on the BYD Tang 7-seater all-wheel drive with blade batteries. That'd be a good addition to the market for sure. Thank you, Sasha. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Gaffer, nice to see you. Gaffer says Model 3 is fine, sort of says it all. Okay. Thank you. Performance J says, my Model 3 Performance will deliver 16 December. Should I wait for 2022 model? Well, let's have a look. I mean, I don't think there's much change. I can't remember what the range was. If anyone can remember this range for Performance before this change in the configurator, whether there was any difference. I mean, the acceleration certainly is the same, 3.3 seconds. I think top speed's the same as well. So what are we going to call it? Because if you say Model 3, the first question is which one exactly? That's my point. I mean, which Model 3 are you talking about? I think it still needs a little something. I don't know, personally. Jamie says more cells or 4680. I think it's just more cells. I don't think it's 4680 cells yet. I guess he's got laugh emoji icons. By the way, if you want to be a member, you get the use of all my emojis there. So he says, yes, let's call it the Model 3 made in China LFP rear-wheel drive. Yeah, let's have all the initials here. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Peter Cook says price rises in the US are largely due to inflationary pressures and supply line issues. They don't apply to the rest of the world. Is that because we get our cars from China? Here we go. Andrew's got an explanation for batteries. So LFP batteries have different crystal structure to LG Chem. Sorry, LFP batteries have different crystal structure to LG Chem NCMA batteries. LFP releases energy slower than NCMA batteries. Extra weight, lower energy release. Probably cause of the 6.10 to 100k in base model. Thank you, Andrew. I know they do. They are not as dense as the NCM. I know that. It's good to know. Thank you, Andrew. That's a good point there. Releases energy slower. Greg is asking, does Model Y get these bigger batteries, or do they always have bigger ones? No, I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? With Vita's tweet online on Twitter. They are getting the upgrade as well. The bigger batteries too. Vita says, as a comparison, my 2019 SR Plus had a 100% real-world range of 382 when new. Now it's 353, so these new ones go so much further. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had close to 500k real-world range when I started off with our performance Model 3. Nowadays, it really just says 415, 420. Yeah, I don't know whether it's dropped that much in range or whether it's just wrong to begin with. I'm not really sure. I guess I'd have to do a real-world range test on the freeway. Congratulations, Vernon Julich. Just ordered my Model 3 today. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Oh, here we go. What do you guys think? Michael comes up with the goods. Model 3 Alpha. Alpha. I like it. Alpha. But will people think Alpha is like the top one? It's a nice name. Alpha. I like it. Peter Cook. Basic Model 3, standard Model 3, normal Model 3. Normal. Do we want a normal car? Don't we want a special car? Here we go. Tonight's question. When do you predict Model Y for Australia? Well, Samuel, everything changes on Friday for Tesla. Everything changes on... No, I shouldn't say that. Things change on a Friday. On a Friday. Like this configurator page changed on a Friday. Model 3, when it first arrived in Australia, dropped on a Friday. And this is... brought to my attention by one of my members, pen to paper. So this person said that, yes, things happen on a Friday, and I believe it'll happen on a Friday again. I don't know which Friday. I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. Yeah. It'll be a Friday. That's my prediction. Oh, Scott's saying it doesn't look like orders will be open this year. Would be good to be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. We're heading into Christmas now, aren't we? I kind of think if it's not November, it's going to be next year. Sorry, guys. That's my thought. MS, love your videos. Thank you. Very informative. I think if I keep watching your videos, you'll convince me to buy an EV. I guess that was the point of this channel initially. You know you want one. Good point. As says, I'd confuse that with Alpha or Alpha in software terms, or Alfa Romeo. Oh, heaven forbid. Oh, Paul M. Model 3, the unappealing. Oh, boo-hoo, cry face. How sad. Scott McGregor, the Model 3 formerly known as. Maybe we should call it Model 3 Prince. Model 3 Prince. Chelsea Jin, we'll be getting delivery of a Model 3 Li in December. Will it have LFP batteries or previous battery? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll just have the NCMA batteries. Not LFP. LFP only really is for the base rear-wheel drive Model 3, formerly known as standard range because they're just not as dense, so you can't fit as many cells in the long range car to get that increased range of 614 kilometers. What do you guys think of that? It's pretty big, right? Yep. First thing every Friday, refresh Tesla page. Me too. Me too. Oh, Alan Wu's got a bit of goss for us. Tesla Australia rep told me it would be delayed. I'm assuming Alan's talking about Model Y. Due to delays in opening Berlin factory in Shanghai, we'll have to supply to Europe in interim. That is plausible. Okay, so Europe has the boot over us. Makes sense. I've got a bigger market. So if it wasn't for Europe and delays for Berlin, then we would be getting Model Y now. Makes sense. Thank you. Princess Perfect. Thank you very much. Question for Vita from Greg. What's the gut feel of Model 3 sold this year in Australia? 12,000, 15,000? Thank you, Vita. Yes, Scott agrees. Should be the bigger batteries. Yep. Oh, the Epic Model 3. Don't know though. Epic might feel like it's bigger or better than the performance. The tax incentive edition. I like it. I like it. What about like the subsidy? The Model 3 subsidy. What do you guys think? That's good. Oh, Peter Cook. Early today, I met a Volvo XC40 owner at Charge Fox Shell Cove. Poor folks couldn't get the charger to activate. Repeated instant shutoffs. He said he should have just bought a Tesla. Maybe we need to rework the Jeep ads. Should have bought a Tesla. Should have bought a Tesla. Oh. 16, 10, 20, 20. Performance Model 3 on Tesla configure. Okay. I can answer this one. So that was based on what's it now? NEDC. Not even darn close. So you can basically ignore any rating that's NEDC. It's just wrong. So WLTP is not 100%, but it's closer. It's probably overestimated by 10%. So yeah, that's not accurate. Yeah, that's true. It starts with a P. Good point. Congratulations, Michael. Just ordered my Model 3 on Friday, just gone. Congratulations. Oh, me too, Wild Rift. I hope so too. But someone said earlier today that Berlin is delayed in opening, so it's supplying Europe over us. So we might not be able to get it till next year. Model 3 compliance. Keep those names coming. That's hilarious. Here we go. Okay, so William James Aviation. Thank you for this. This was a question earlier today. Model 3 rear-wheel drive is not legal for P-platers to drive, which is great. Yeah, I guess you should probably get a few years under your belt, I suppose. Maybe there should be some sort of... you can limit speed already, but I don't know. I guess it's not recognized yet by our government agencies. 137. I saw 140 plus viewers before, so thank you, guys and girls, for joining us tonight. We're asking that tonight. Where you're watching from is 614 kilometers enough range for you? I might actually change this question. I'm going to type, what should we call the base Model 3? That's tonight's question. I want more names. Oh, that's gone over the page. Hang on. Let me change that. What do we call the base Model 3? Does that look better? That's better. Okay. What do we call the base Model 3? That's what I want to know tonight. Change to tonight's question. And of course, if you've just joined us late, hello. Appreciate you doing so. But you can still support us via Super Chat. There's heaps of comments. I'm just going through them all. But if you want your comments to be seen earlier, and I'll certainly respond to them, leave a Super Chat or comment. And think about a channel membership. Get use of some of those emojis you've seen on the live stream there. Starts from $3.99 a month. And think about doing a PayPal support transfer as well for supporting Ludicrous Feed, keeping us independent. And of course, there's some crypto codes as well in the video description. But tonight's question, where are you watching from? And what do we call this base Model 3? Let's get some names going. Vita Prime, Model 3 Musk, Model 3 Elongated Musk, Model 3 Ambient Musk. Andrew McLean, the Model 3 TE Taxi Edition. Love it. That's so true. Or should we call it the Model 3 like hire car edition, given that Hertz has bought like 100,000 of them and 300 of them are in Australia? Question from Greg. With double of the Tesla fleet in Australia, do you think we'll get some decent expansions next year? Oh, we're talking superchargers, Greg? I hope so. We definitely need more DC chargers. I've had a very interesting week, challenging week, because our driveway is actually being redone, excavation, the whole works, construction, so I can't get into my garage anymore. So I've had to rely on DC chargers and AC chargers around the place. And I'm realizing that without Osprey charging, it can be interesting sometimes, particularly if you put Sentry mode on overnight. It drains the battery big time. If you've got a hot day, it's even worse. So like you can lose up to 10% a day just in phantom drain. Yeah, interesting. Gaffer, that's it. We should have Giga Australia. Yeah, 100%. Definitely would make batteries here. Maybe we could get right-hand drive for the world. Yeah, get the Wi faster for sure. One can only hope. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh-huh. Oh, hang on. Sorry, just pouring myself some water. So William was actually talking about the SR Plus is actually legal now in New South Wales. Oh, okay. P-plate is legal. Okay, what do you guys think about that? Should Teslas be legal for P-platers? So Greg was clarifying, yes. Big 2022 for supercharger expansions. If you look at the supercharger map on the Tesla map, Tesla website, it's actually a lot of superchargers coming up. So maybe we could do a live stream on that. Have a look at the supercharger map in Australia, see where the places are that they're going to expand to. Total Model 3 2021 probably won't be 15,000, will be more than 10,000. We will know very soon. Thank you, Vita. Thank you very much. Vernon, in a day-to-day, is there additional cables you would recommend? I would probably buy a Type 2 to Type 2 EV cable. Maybe even a Type 1 to Type 2. There's still some charge point chargers around the place. That's what I would recommend. Model 3 rear-wheel drive is P-plater approved down in Victoria. There you go. Thank you, Phantom Eagle. Peter Cook, in response to what should we call the Model 3 base, this thing here. Iron Man. Iron Man. Yeah. Cheese dip, Marin. Robin for Model 3 long range Batman. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Model 3 Robin. Yes, we want our youth driving Teslas, says Scott. Safely, of course. Yeah, Yusuf said subsidy edition. Yep, we had that already, but yep, that's pretty funny. Model 3 SE. Kind of feels like the iPhone SE, right? Like the budget edition SE. Siva says Model 3 Earth's edition. Good vibes. Nice. Sorry, good vibes is probably the emoji that I can't see on my live stream platform here. Zero, I ordered a long range beginning of October. The estimated 5 to 80 kilometer range is fine for me. The extra range doesn't really change much for me. Plenty of charging options around. Yeah, 580 is already pretty good. I mean, 614, like honestly, 614 is going to get you like, you know, sorry. 614 is going to get you to like pretty close to what, Albury, right? Without needing to charge. Just charge once in Albury and then to Melbourne, and then same to Brisbane, to Coffs once, and then pretty close to the New South Wales border if we're allowed to go there one day. Queensland border. So yeah, 614 is just amazing. Amazing. Peter Cook, Model 3 Life. Life, hey, I like that. Yeah, Life, for those who don't know, like lithium iron phosphate is the name of the battery for the rear-wheel drive. So yeah, Life is a good one actually. I like that. Henry Tang. SR is now Model 3 economy class. Economy X. Well, no, X is like X, Model X. Riz in Victoria saw a 7-stall supercharger station on the way down to Mornington Peninsula. Still fenced and yet to be open. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be handy. Yeah, that'd be great, Riz. Thank you. Dutchy says Model 3 3.1. I love it. Keep them coming. These are making me laugh. We're talking Model 3 guys and girls who've just joined. 140 viewers. Thank you very much. We're talking Model 3. And 2 points tonight. The long range has increased its range to 614 kilometers. Tell me that's enough for you. Would that sway you over to buying a Tesla? And also the base Model 3, I don't know what to call it anymore, 3.1 standard edition is now 491 kilometers of WLTP ranges, which is very close to real world, which is a 10% increase on the old configurator. But you do get a slower car, slightly slower from 5.6 to 6.1 seconds for 0 to 100. Prices have not changed, and everything else is the same. Pearl white is still included. The colors are still priced at $1,500 for these three colors, and $2,009 for the red multi-coat. I could go through everything else, but I think everything else is pretty much the same. So we're talking, these are the changes today. Let's leave it on red. I like red. We are talking, what are we calling this base Model 3? Now that it's just called Model 3 with no suffix to it. Hello, JJ, watching from Gold Coast. 154. Wow. Hello. Yeah. Don't forget to think about supporting us with a channel membership and maybe a super chat comment. There's so many of you guys out here leaving comments. It's so good. But if you want your comment to be seen sooner, leave a super chat comment. 163. Wow, that's our highest ever. Thanks, guys and girls. That's so nice of you. And of course, support the channel via PayPal too, or crypto. Crypto comments, crypto codes in the video description. Scott says, yes, the Supercharger network will cover you, plus all the others. Yes, correct. Model 3, the Good Samaritan edition. Is that because there'll be more Uber drivers and rental cars out there? The GSE. Whitman, I saw a Hertz Model 3 yesterday in Adelaide. Awesome. I think that's where they are at the moment. Model 3s, Hertz Model 3s in Adelaide and Canberra. I'm thinking of maybe hiring one. Maybe flying down somewhere to Adelaide or Canberra if I can. And hiring one, see what the experience is like. What do you guys think? Would that be a good video to do? Or a live stream? Actually, hey, Model 3 City. Yeah, Model 3 Urban. Model 3 Period. Why period? Dennis, explain yourself. What does that mean? Period, like just Model 3. As in full stop period? Greg says, we need a decent 6 to 10 bay supercharger in Melbourne CBD. I think we need one in Sydney as well. Although there's one in Broadway. It's not quite CBD for us in Sydney. Richmond is too busy. Yeah. Richmond's kind of your main one, isn't it, guys, in Melbourne? Yeah, Peter Cook, destination and AC charges are packed nowadays. Saw 3 at Kirrawee 1 to 2 weeks ago. Majura Aldi is always occupied. NRMA DC was always queuing already, yeah. There's definitely room for more. I totally agree. See, look, Peter Cook says all 4 at Canberra Centre today were occupied. Alright, Vita's got some info. So the number of Model 3s this year is more than all the other years Tesla sold combined in Australia between 2014 and 2020. That is so awesome. Alright, let's get through these quicker. We could change all the names. Model 3 bass, long range could be on Model 3 keyboard. Model 3 could be Model 3 lead guitar. I love it. I love it, Gaffer. That's good. That's good. Are you saying the bass player is not as important? Know a few bass players. Pretty good. Drummer? Where's the drummer fit? I'm a drummer. Yep. Mike Cannon Brooks has been tweeting Elon again about a Giga and AU SAWA. Yes. Yes, battery plant in Australia would make sense. Ooh, new colours soon to come. Oh, how exciting. Or maybe Veda, you shouldn't have said that. Some people might cancel their orders now if the new colours are coming. I wonder what they are. Durandam, thanks for sharing all your useful info on your channel. No worries. Booked my Model 3 SR Plus or Model 3 Base and is being delivered before Christmas. Congratulations. Got some good suggestions there for Peter Cook's name. Good. Life. Don't take life away from my P-Plater car. Toyota Starlet Life Edition. I was just thinking that actually, Riz. It sounds like some little bubble car, the life car. Nick, M310, M320, M325. But that will sound similar to BMW. Yeah, I think so too. 614, I'd assume 550 plus at 100% real world. Yeah. Have to do a range test, hey? For your OnStar. Peter Cook, WLTP 614 won't get you to Albury. Okay. Okay, thank you, Peter. I appreciate that. You would know. Gorinda Singh, great channel. Thank you, Gorinda. Appreciate that. Diet Model 3. What about Model 3 Zero? Zero sugar. Model 3 ubiquitous. Frank Fong question. Serious question. How are most people ordering? Well, even if you go to the dealership, they'll order it online with you. Supercharger opening Kirui soon. That's correct, yes. In fact, Peter Cook has been tweeting that on Twitter. I've seen his tweets. Very useful. Oh, I drove SR Plus in LR. I chose the long range. SR Plus is still a great car. Thank you for that. Sydney to Goulburn is very uphill. Stretch for an SR. Goulburn to Sydney is downhill. Easy in SR. Thank you. Scott says, to be honest, 491 is plenty. Yeah, it's heaps. Let's make it happen. Yep. For Gigafactory. If only Mike would leak his messages to Elon like ScoMo's team doesn't get. Ooh. Canberra. Controversial. It should be called the Model 3 Starter. Yeah, I suppose so. Starter. On Berlin for new colors. Yeah, I think so. I remember reading about new paint shop in Berlin. Model 3 SG is still good. How about Model 3 AG? All good. Yeah, so probably minus about 20%, 10-20% off that. So probably more like high 500s, I think. Question from Gorindo. So if one order to have a Model 3 long range on order, delivery 1 to 15 December, manufacture 15 October, would this have the new upgraded? I think so, Gorindo. I think so. I remember seeing that today. You still get the bigger battery. Riz actor. Full stop. Okay. Period. Yeah, period is full stop. Thank you. Hi, Tom. I do wish we could order the LR with 18-inch rims like UK and USA. Well, I mean, there's nothing stopping you changing, I guess, if you wanted. Stick some arrows on there. Oh, Greg says there was some shots of Giga China today with crazy color Model 3s. Pink aqua in the waiting yard. Not sure if that's a new paint or wraps. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh, dear. Hilarious. Long range with acceleration boost upgrade. Would the range stay at 614? Good question. High top speed, lower 0 to 100 time. Good question. I suppose if you floor it all the time, I think the range would decrease, wouldn't it? Makes sense. Paul says, are you stating this, Paul? Like Melbourne Central CBD Supercharger in Q4? Are you asking for one, or are you saying there is one? Yes, Scott agrees. I think Vita Prime said anything built from October would be covered. Yep, I think so too. We should just call it Model 3 rear-wheel drive. Yeah, it's a boring name, but I suppose it covers it. Peter Cook, life with a capital F. Capital F. So many reasons to have a capital F. Oh, Model 3 Lite. Gonna go for a Lite. A Lite Model 3. Anyone excited about a possible Model Y? Yeah, absolutely. Nicholas Inglis, always excited. We're always excited on this channel. Whatever we call it, Scott says Tesla needs an entry-level car. Yeah. EVs for the masses, correct. Model 3 AG sounds like a company. Yeah, sounds like Mercedes, right? AG, AMG. Yeah. Michael says Teslas are still out of reach for most. Need to work on affordability. I think so. A lot of people still find it very expensive. Then again, cars are expensive elsewhere in the world. Remember that live stream I did with looking at the prices in the UK and Hong Kong and Singapore? Like, our cars are actually, I think it's okay, reasonable, really, compared to other places in the world. Right, Andrew says, Tom Baker from Chasing Cars did 500 AKs in the long range until the battery died. Sydney Kuma, almost back to Canberra, WLTP 580Ks. Yeah, excellent range. Very true. Very true. Anyone know if the range and the performance has changed with the new batteries? Yeah, that was what I couldn't work out earlier, where the performance range has dropped. I think I'll leave it up there. 567. That sounds very similar. I'll have to double check that. For those lucky enough to get the 60 kilowatt hour battery with 5.6 acceleration, which is people getting it this quarter, should be called Model 3 Unicorn Edition. UE. Unicorn. Yeah. There should be unicorn colors too, with rainbow stripes. Nicholas, do you think we'll get the 7-seater Model Y? I don't think so, personally. I don't think so. M3 Mini, M3 Pro, M3 Pro Max. Pro Max? Model 3 Pro Max. Well, maybe not Pro. Maybe Mini. But then it sounds like a Mini. There's already a Mini out there. Gaffer says Wollongong was supposed to have a supercharger in Q4. Still nothing. Yeah, Wollongong definitely needs one. A few of you guys down there, including my good friend Nash and Gaffer's in Wollongong. So yeah, I would think you guys need a Wollongong supercharger. I think people will need to wait. Teslas are selling every model they make. Look at the lead times around the world. All the manufacturers are struggling to get batteries. Yeah, very true. Like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, only 400 was available, right, in Australia. Oh, poverty pack. We don't want that. Funny name though. Model 3 PP. Yeah, EVs are only expensive when you don't add the ongoing costs of petrol and ice. Yep. Riz, petrol cars have got more and more expensive in recent times. Base model Tucson is 38,000 now and 5-month wait. Yeah, I know. It's not just EVs that are long wait. Had some friends who have ordered ICE cars and the wait is just horrendous. It's unbelievable. 60,000 isn't that bad for an entry-level sedan with front-loaded fuel costs. I like that. Front-loaded fuel costs. That's a good way of putting it. Like you're paying for your fuel initially and you'll get it back over 5 years. Cost of ownership. And as LFP batteries get cheaper, they definitely will, that price will go down further. Yep. Andre says, would suck giving up 0.2 second range, seconds of acceleration for no range increase. Yeah, that wouldn't be very good, would it? Yeah, Scott has got an MG ZSEV. That's why I bought the MG. Model 3 was low 70s at the time. Yeah, I mean, with an MSRP of 59, certainly a lot more appealing, that's for sure. Wouldn't mind a heated steering wheel. Yeah, which I think... Oh, I could be wrong here. Last I checked, I think only the long range has got the heated steering wheel. Let's have a look. Now that we're here. Since someone asked that. Features. Boom, 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 boom. No, these are just glossy ads. Well, not ads, but I want other specs. Probably under internal. Here we go. Does... Boom, boom, scroll across. Here we go. Heated steering wheel. That's for long range. I think that's only long range, but let me just select base Model 3. Let's have a look. Okay, so you don't get the heated steering wheel still for base. Only long range. Sorry guys, if you want the heated steering wheel, that's a long range car for you. Front loaded. Let's see any other comments. We are getting close to the end of the stream. Guys, if you want to quickly add a comment, now is the time. Otherwise we're going to wrap up pretty soon. Oh, Ultra, when you click from Model 3 to Model 3 long range and back to Model 3, it increases the price by almost 2,000. Glitch. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's fascinating. Wait. Oh, I have got it on red. I wonder, let's go on white. Okay, so what did you say? Model 3 to Model 3 long range. All right, so Model 3 drive away price 66,972. 78,837. Same price to me. Glitch for the tires. Okay, I'll have to look at that again. Heated. Vita says heated steering wheel is going to be a software purchase for SR Plus. Applies to cars from earlier in the year. Software not quite ready yet. Oh, how good is that? A software update for a heated steering wheel. That is mind-blowing, right? Yeah. Just between you and me, guys. Just between you and me on a live stream. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, you know, the Teslas, whenever I review a non-Tesla car, that Tesla seems so compelling. Like when you say, you know, when Vita puts up a message like this, like software update for a heated steering wheel, like, just, it's hard to justify anything else, really. Gosh. Model 3 intro. Yeah, I like that one too, actually. Model 3 intro. Greg says it took 5 to 7 years for plasma LCDs to drop to reasonable prices. We're still in the very early stages of EVs. Yeah, very true. Very true, actually. I remember buying a 32-inch plasma TV back in 2005 for $2,500. That was the first big screen TV I bought. So yeah, I think that's where we're at, isn't it? Good point there, Greg. We're still very early in the game. Very early. It's still coming. Model 3 Stage 1. Stage 1 Model 3. Like, maybe we should call it EV entry point. Model 3 entry point for this base Model 3. How much does a home charger cost? Yeah, I've done a video on this, Vernon. Have a look. It depends who you go. I mean, this company, LME Electrical A, got ours done with, I think on the video they said anywhere between 1,000 to 2,005, depending on your run of your cable from your power board to your carport or wherever it is you want to install it. So yeah, probably get a few quotes. Model 3 Block 5. Model 3 Space X Edition. Oh, see, that sounds special. That sounds special. I mean, it is a special car, but will the long range and performance guys feel jealous? My 50-inch costs $9,000. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Wow, that's expensive. Yes, off topic, but anyone know if car Gen 3 charger power will be able to talk to each other in the future? That is the point, I believe. That is the point. I think I've only got one Gen 3, so I don't know, but I think they're supposed to be able to load balance if your load is restricted for whatever reason, coming to your house, so you can balance the load going to the chargers. Frank Fong, I'm trying to convince my missus that this is a good purchase. I'm going from a Skoda Superb wagon to a Model 3. Do you think the boot space will be a challenge for a family of 4? Well, we've got a family of 4. Most of the time, the boot space is pretty good. It is very deep. That's the thing. It's not an SUV, so you've actually got to slide things in. Whereas an SUV, like, the space is taller, so you can just load it up, stack it up. But Model 3, you've got to slide it in. So that's the only thing. If you've got a bad back, it might be painful. But we're okay with it. There's definitely heaps of room in there. Then there's an underfloor bit as well. So yeah, I think you'll be fine. I don't know how old your children are, but if you've got a pram, I think it should be okay as well. Michael Fink, SR Plus, Model 3 Falcon, long range Model 3 Falcon 9, performance Model 3 Starship. Oh, I like it. The SpaceX theme. Will the Model Y from Shanghai also be getting a larger battery? I think so. We talked about that last week, I think, in our live stream with Vita. Will the 505k range probably go up? I would think so too. Yep. I would think so as well. All right, guys. Well, we could actually talk all night, hey? We could actually talk all night. It's good to have lots of Q&A. I hope we've managed to answer some of your questions tonight and a discussion around this range increase. I didn't go through the rest of the configurator because it's pretty much the same as before. But this is really the only change. This Model 3 base is now 491 kilometers, and up from 445, I think, so 10% increase. And yeah, so long range has gone up to 614 kilometers. So thank you, Lee. Yes, that's correct. So the Model 3 SR Plus, I think, has the new battery, but faster acceleration. So yes, I think someone else was asking before whether the software upgrade will change the acceleration. Well, if it's got the old motor, then probably not. I think it will stay the same. Hi, Ray. Nice to see you. Ray's one of our members. Thank you for joining us, Ray, tonight, as always. So nothing about this range increase is in software. So existing Model 3s won't be able to benefit. Yeah, I don't think so, Beheaded. I think this is actually increased in cell because the number of kilowatt hours is increasing from this base version from 50 to 60, and then this long range is going from 75 to 82. So it's actual physical hardware increase, not just the software upgrade. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it. I think we're done. Last shout. So yeah, thanks for joining us. I'm absolutely touched. We had so many viewers tonight. I think I saw 160 maybe at one stage, 160 plus. Phenomenal effort. That's like the highest so far for my live streams. And I knew this would be a big one because we are talking Model 3 configurator change. Can you imagine how fun it would be when the Model Y configurator drops? I cannot wait to live stream that. Go through every single part of the configurator in Australia. We'll be here all night. I don't mind. I want to be here all night. Well, Ray's asking, what did Elon do with his shares? What do you guys think? What would Elon do with his shares? No problem, Riz. Nice to see you all. Thank you guys and girls in the chat. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Appreciate that. Subscribe. And yeah, really appreciate your support as always. Think about channel memberships, PayPal, crypto. Lots of ways to support Tesla Tom's Ludicrous Feed. Keep us independent always. Yeah, we'll be here at least once a week, if not twice a week, to live stream about Teslas, EVs, everything else, any news that drops. Oh, Gaffer thinks I think you peaked over 200. Okay, I'll have to go back and have a look at that, Gaffer. If it's 200, then yeah, that's fantastic. Yes, Scott says it well. Like, comment, subscribe, join the club. Yeah. Have a great week, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed tonight. I certainly did. I learned a lot from you guys as always. It's not just about me telling you. It's about all of us learning from each other. That's the whole point of these live streams. And I think that's the aim that we've achieved tonight for sure. So let's put on this outro like this. Thanks, guys and girls. Really nice of you to join us. Thank you to all the channel members tonight for your support. Special shout out as always to Vita Prime. As informative as ever. Have a great week, guys. And we'll see you hopefully on Thursday. Yeah, I think I've got a topic in mind, but if you've got anything else you want me to talk about, or if any news drops before then, we'll obviously talk about that first. But I do have a topic in mind. I'll tweet about that and Instagram and Facebook, and you'll hear about it very soon. Alright, guys, have a great night. Have a great week, and as always, happy charging.